That went downhill fast. What is going on, everyone? My name is QB, also known as Damien. How's everyone doing? I know I've missed a few weeks. Can't lie, just straight up been lazy, but you know what, I'm back. 2 to 3 uploads a week. Here we go. The NBA season just wrapped up a few days ago. Actually, tonight the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Lakers are going to play in the playing game, as long as the Atlanta Hawks and the Miami Heat. 2 matchups I'm looking forward to indeed. But there's one thing I want to talk about before we start heading into the playoffs, and that's this Dallas Mavericks team. The Mavericks were actually playing pretty decent basketball up until the trade deadline. They're hovering around that 5th and 6th seed, and then they decided to make the trade for Kyrie Irving after the Lakers couldn't secure one because they wanted 2 first-round picks and Westbrook, and the Lakers did not budge. The Dallas Mavericks saw the opportunity and they came and took it, and they gave up a lot. Here's a quick recap on what they traded for him. They traded away Spencer Dinwiddie, Duran, I can't pronounce his first name, but I know who he is, Finney Smith, some future draft picks. Look at this trade and how it is, and it's pretty much straightforward. Brooklyn Nets actually going to win this trade. Not only did they trade away Kyrie Irving, they also got rid of Kevin Durant, and they're still in the playoffs as a 6th seed. The Dallas Mavericks actually trended in the opposite direction what everyone was expecting. When I seen this trade, I said to myself, it doesn't make sense, because they didn't get any better defensively, and even offensively with the games that Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic played together, they were minus wins and losses. Therefore, pretty much saying they had more L's and W's when they were together. Just simply did not look a fit whatsoever. Yeah, they'll both put up 30 a night, 25 plus a night. But the only way you saw Dallas Mavericks winning games towards the end of the season is they were outscoring their opponents. Obviously, taking the game up to 130 plus points is just ridiculous. Zero defense being played whatsoever. And as I said to myself, this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make them any better. And obviously I thought was right. And it was just sad to see this team just descending. After they were actually hanging up in the standings to start the season, they had some really impressive wins. Obviously had Luka Doncic in that iconic 60-point triple-double game earlier this season. They were beating teams like the Bucks and the Lakers and the 76ers and the Denver Nuggets. Like, come on, Cole. They really struggle in that small forward position. That's why I was thinking they should trade for a nice, solid small forward. Not potentially an all-star, but, up-and-coming young, wing that they need. They got another guard, so therefore you're running Kyrie Irving at the shooting guard position. From the get-go, most people did not like that choice whatsoever. Neither did I. I was not a fan of it. Because you're moving a player out of their natural position. Yeah, I know Kyrie Irving is really versatile and he can play that shooting guard position, but he is at his best when he's handling the ball, but so is Luka. I thought teams around the NBA would have learned from this mistake. You can't have 2 primary ball handlers on the same team sharing identical minutes. You literally just seen the straight definition of it when LeBron James and Russell Westbrook shared the court together. That was an absolute shit show, and everyone can agree with me. It didn't even make the playoffs, and neither is this team. But anyway, we move past the trade and we go on to the second half of the season. Kyrie Irving has a great start with the Mavericks. Beat the Clippers in the debut of them. And I think he jumped out to a 5-1 record when it was just him and the Mavs playing. It was 5-1, just to clarify that. And Luka Doncic came back, and that's when hell went to hell for the Dallas. Couldn't get the rotations right with Luka and Kyrie. Teams were just absolutely abusing that. Actually playing like most teams I was seeing, like playing the Mavericks, like contending teams, obviously like playoffs contention and above, or just playing whoever offense on Luka Doncic. And if you don't know what whoever offense is, they're pretty much just setting a screen and switching the defender. Whoever got the ball, they're switching to make sure Luka is defending them. And yeah, they're taking full advantage of his defensive weaknesses. This is tough for the Mavericks now, because that kept happening. They kept descending, and all of a sudden they're in the 10th spot, trying to keep themselves alive in the playoff scenario. And it was just loss after loss after loss towards the end of the season. Everyone's like, okay, hold up, this Dallas team might actually miss the playoffs. They did completely. They didn't even get a crack at the play-in. Are you serious? So yeah, that pretty much that plan did not work whatsoever. They're not in the playoffs. As I said, they're going to finish the 11th seed. But I guess you can call it some good news for Dallas Mavericks fans. Luka was interviewed saying how he feels about the team. He's still really happy there. He will be a franchise player in my humble opinion. But I'm pretty sure you guys knew when you got Kyrie it was going to be a rental. I really don't see any reason why he want to re-sign after that mess. I can see a lot of teams that Kyrie Irving would rather go to. I don't want to say it, but I do feel like it will take a massive pay cut to team up with LeBron again. Wouldn't that be some cheese? But the Mavericks front office have to do a really good job on who they surround Luka with the next few seasons. If they don't have a legitimate contending team over the next few seasons, I could see Luka starting to get frustrated. Man's about to enter his prime, he doesn't want to waste it by being surrounded by, you know, people that the front office can't put together. Or essentially players that, you know, shouldn't be on that team. They don't have any really good draft picks coming up. At least they did until they traded for Kyrie. I guess you can just call this trade a massive flop for what it is. Kyrie and Luka did not work out, unfortunately, for the Mavericks. It just all comes down to defense. Defense does win championships. Iconic saying. I'm not just saying that because everyone says that, but it's serious. It's a serious saying. Two of the most liability point guards defensively in the NBA on the same team, sharing same minutes, etc. As I thought from the start, it was never going to work. Now, if I was a Dallas Mavericks fan, you gotta just look forward to and just hope and pray that the front office can put together some good pieces to surround Luka with. So I'm telling you right now, Kyrie Irving will not be staying with you guys. Unfortunately, it sounds you guys took that risk of, you know, potentially him being rental, which he is going to be. And unfortunately, nothing happened with that. Fortunate, because Kyrie and Luka are literally two of the best guards in the NBA, but just sucks to see. But anyways, I'm just here to summarize that and why it didn't work for him. As I said, I hope the GM can figure out trying to put some players that can help Luka out in the next few seasons. Otherwise, I do see him getting upset and frustrated with the organization. Yeah, but this sucks. I feel for you Dallas fans, you've been through it the last few years. Let's see what your front office can do. It's been your boy QB. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the love and support always. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.